Sunday morning, and I'm out working with Waffles. We've worked a little bit on the fly mat, taking it on and off, and she's doing really well. I'm gonna work with Halter a little bit more on her. And I wanted to show you, I found a spot she seems like she likes being scratched. Scratch. Can I scratch you? She seems to like this on top of her back here, the fat along there. Scratch. She starts chomping and oh, she likes that. So I think that seems to be a pretty good reward for her. She seems to really enjoy it. Good girl. So I'll use that in a combination of treats. Good girl. Good girl. So it's just kind of playing around, seeing what they let you do, what they enjoy. Good girl. She's getting definitely better about me touching all over her. Good girl, Waffles. Good girl. Scratching under her belly. Yes. Starting to run my hand down her legs. Not pushing that super hard. Good. Good touch. Yes. Good. Good little baby. Alright, so I have a little halter over here. See? Girl. I'm going to come over to the left side if she'll let me. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Stuff that feels good for her. I'm going to hold it out. Now last night she wouldn't let me get the halter on. I actually quit, yes, because I was getting kind of frustrated and she could sense that. I don't want to make her, they can definitely feel if you're getting stressed and frustrated. They want nothing to do with you. So I could feel myself starting to get a little bit frustrated. It was hot, I was tired. So I just stopped with the halter entirely, had her do a couple hand touches, pet her a little bit all over, and then called it a night, fed her dinner. And figured we'd come back and revisit this morning. So we'll see how she is. Yes, good girl. So we'll see how she is this morning. And sometimes she seems to like when I drop treats in front of her instead of feeding them from my hand. That's totally fine. Whichever makes her more comfortable. Good girl. Good. It's okay. But hey, so she kind of pulled away, but she didn't bolt and try to get far. She came, just stopped after a step. Yes. So I'll bring her back in with a hand touch and a treat. We'll start over. I ask her to touch it. You can see she's kind of leaning away. Yes, good girl. And I take it away and give her a treat. Drop it on the ground, whatever. And this is then just going to be a short session because it is pretty stinking hot out here right now. She doesn't seem like anything where she feels trapped. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Good. That feels good. That feels good. Yeah. Yeah. Is that a good reward sometimes? Hold it out. And like I said with these guys, it's not always step, step, step. Sometimes it's one step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward. It all depends. You just can't expect that step forward every day because that's what I was doing yesterday. I kind of expected her to be better with the halter. When she wasn't, I got a little frustrated and she could tell. Yes, good girl, Waffles. Good girl. Your nose out. Drop a treat for her. Good. So she, again, tried to get away, but she didn't go far. She didn't drag me across the stall. So that's good. And she stopped. She kind of felt that pressure and stopped. So she's going to be a mixture of kindness and a little bit of tough love. Because she is kind of, she learned what works, how she can get away from people. Even though she's little, she's still pretty strong. So I'm going to not get mad at her, not be mean. But once we get the halter on her and gain some trust, she is going to have some lessons in like standing tied and just that she can't just bull away from things she doesn't want to be around. I don't feel a lot of fear from her. It's more just, I guess, just anxiety or apprehension. she's not super comfortable with it, but she's not terrified either. Part of it is probably just that she's done what she wanted and she likes it that way, huh? She likes doing what you want. I get it. I like doing what I want to. So I'm scratching her cheek. I'm not trying to push her head into the halter. I'm just kind of scratching that cheek. Then I'll back up. I back my hand off her cheek and ask her to touch. Yes, good girl. Yes, good job, Waffles. Drop for a treat. Good girl. Yes, good. She let me kind of slide my hand down the cheek that time. So again, you're breaking it into tiny, tiny little steps that she's comfortable with. Hi, Polly. You're comfortable. Good girl. You getting on this? It can be frustrating, but remember, you're on donkey time. Take the time it takes in the beginning. It's going to make it a lot easier as you progress. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Set the camera. Keep trying.